Alright, BG Nation, Brantley asked us to share some stories of how his songs affected us and how we can relate to his songs, but I have a hard time just picking one song. So we're going to do this in a couple of different segments. Today we're just going to talk about two songs that mean a lot to me, that hit close to home for me. Tomorrow we're just going to hit on some other ones that I do like, but BG, you got to know, I listen to your songs every day. You're pretty much the only artist I listen to every morning, every noon, every night. Pretty much have a song for every situation that's going on in my life. But the two songs that I do want to talk about today are the one I feel like a lot of people could relate to is One Hell of an Amen and We're Gonna Ride Again are my two favorite songs. One Hell of an Amen is just because just recently I just lost a good friend of mine to cancer, and you know what, he, up until his last day, he wouldn't even have known he had cancer because he didn't let that cancer define him. He went out and he lived his life to the fullest. It was a sad day that when he passed, but at least he's not suffering again. And he was one of the ones that did fight that good fight. We have to, of course, a very big reason for that song is we can't forget the men and women who are fighting overseas, that are laying down our lives so we can make videos like this, so we can have the freedom of speech, have this country that we live in, and we just owe them nothing but thanks. The main reason that that song means so much to me is because when I was 15 years old, I was going up to tell my sister goodbye on my way to school and found her laying there that she had a brain aneurysm at the age of 22 and passed away. It's been a rough road trying to get over that loss, trying to cope with that loss, but that was 6 years ago. But still to this day, it's kind of hard to talk about, but that song has helped me realize that we should be celebrating her life, celebrating her achievements she had, celebrating what she was, who she was to us, rather than mourning her loss. I do listen to that song almost on a daily basis to help me through those times. Matter of fact, I did write a paper for my one English class about, it was called Life Not Lost, and it was about that song and how I could relate to that song and how almost every line of that song has something in it that means a lot to me. I actually did a 10-minute presentation on you and this song in particular. We did a slide and we had all the people I reached out to on Facebook and social media and all my family members that have fought overseas or is fighting right now or has cancer, or just basically what that song's about. And to see all those names up there as I'm presenting was a very touching moment. It was a very good presentation, and I mean, who else would I rather talk about for 10 minutes? Okay, the second song we're going to talk about, as previously stated, is We're Gonna Ride Again. That song, it just speaks to me on so many levels. How you say, you talk to him today, and there's just been moments that I swear my sister's talking to me, or I can actually see myself acting like my sister. And how you said, we were thick as thieves. That's me and my sister to a T. I mean, we did everything together. She was my right hand, my partner in crime. How you say we missed your smiling face. I mean, anybody that knew my sister know that's one of the best characteristics about her. She was always smiling, and it's just one of those lines that speak to me. Matter of fact, the first time I heard the song, I bawled like a baby. But it's now to the point, it's one of those songs that helped me through those times. Matter of fact, those two songs have a lot to do with the location that we chose to shoot this video in, because right over here, there's a butterfly garden that my dad had built in memory of my sister because she loved butterflies, which is full of butterfly plants and everything. This right here is actually a picture of her. I believe that's on her 21st birthday. But that's pretty much why those two songs mean a lot to me. And eventually one day the chorus of One Hell of an Amen will be tattooed on my side, but you know, I gotta pay for my flag first. So as soon as I can save up a little bit of money for my flag and the tattoo, it'll be on my side forever. That's how much it means to me. Alright, for the second part of the video, I'm going to run through a list of the songs to say how I can relate to some. But just know there's none that I don't like. There's just some I can relate to a little bit more than others. The first song, 17 Again. Everybody has that one crush from their high school that the song just takes them back to that time. The second song, A Modern Day Prodigal Son. I really can't relate to that, but I do like the meaning behind that and how it basically tells the story of Brantley's life. That's one of the reasons I do like that song. We're gonna skip a couple because I could name a lot of them. Country Must Be Countrywide, that was probably one of my first favorite Brantley songs. Freshman year, coming from a small town, that song just speaks volumes to me again. Friday Night, big Jayhawk football fan, that song is pretty much Jayhawk football written all over it. Halfway to Heaven, again, another powerful meaning song. I do like it because of the meaning behind it. If you want a bad boy, every girl wants their perfect bad boy, and that song's perfect for that. More Than Miles, Play Me That Song, and Picture on the Dashboard have so much meaning to me. Lights of My Hometown's another great song. Like I said, coming from a small town, that song does have a lot of meaning. I do like all the pump-up songs, like It's About to Get Dirty, Kicking in the Sticks, The Weeknd, just all the songs really I do like, but there's just a lot that I can connect to on another level. My Faith in You is another great song. But Same Old Song, that's another one I like. Saving Amy, man, that's a great song too. Small Town Throwdown, another good one. Besides the two I already stated, that those are about all the ones I can connect to. I could make this video go on for hours, but so you're not watching a documentary on your music, we're gonna cut it now. Being a part of BG Nation has been some of the best times in my life. It's a big family that I don't plan on leaving anytime soon. I've met friends through BG Nation. I've got to meet Brantley himself a couple of times. I've fell in love with the music. It's just helped me through a lot, and it's just a great time, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Matter of fact, I'm going to see Brantley again August 6th when he comes to KeyBank Pavilion in Bergenstown. I do start a fund after every concert. I get a bottle and I start throwing my change in there. That way I'll have enough to buy the flag by the time it comes around. Alright, so here's the bottle that I started August 20th after I saw him the last time. As you see, there's not much in it, but I'm just throwing my change in. Hopefully by the time August 6th rolls around, there'll be a little bit more in it and I can get another flag. Not only do I have one flag, I have two, working on my third.